Hey there, everybody. I'm CCP Dolan here with CCP Fozzie, bringing you match 2 of the losers bracket best of 3. We've got Kolbasz inside in red versus Thingy in blue, and we have even more stealth bombers than what we've seen before.
Yes, do you know what's better than a 3 stealth bomber setup? A 4 stealth bomber setup. And Thingy has brought 2 purifiers and 2 hounds, backed up by a Claymore, Sleipnir, and another Claymore and an Osprey to rep. A huge amount of damage from this Thingy team. The Kolbasz inside team, on the other hand, is gone with a more standard kiting Foon setup, double fleet Foons, Tengu, a Hyena, double Hawks, and double Burst. Using the Hawk instead of the Harpy that we'd seen from Weehurt, actually an interesting choice, possibly chosen to help you get around curses that you think he could bring, because the Hawk's weapons, unlike the Harpy, don't require any cap.
Absolutely. Well, I don't think this is exactly the team Thingy wanted to see, but I still think they'll do okay. It all comes down to piloting here. The kiting from the Fleet Typhoon and the Tengu, they have to hope they don't get run down by the Sleipnir or the Claymores here.
So Kolbasz inside, picking the obvious first primary, the correct choice, going to shoot at that Osprey, although already the target painter is gone from it. I'm not sure what's going on there. But meanwhile, Thingy is going to try to burn down the DPS of that Fleet Typhoon.
Yep, exactly. And it's going to be so much damage coming against battleship-sized targets from these hounds and these purifiers. There's nothing really the bomb run is really going to be super effective against here. Like if they were to play against several Vexers, like a 3-Vexer team, bomb run would be super effective there. Less effective against these Hawks and these Fleet Typhoons.
Yeah, so the Thingy team is actually charging forward. They're moving right across the field, right past the drones dropped by those Fleet Typhoons, which are all bouncer 2s. Great at long range, not going to track very well at the short range that these guys are now in. And they're going to try to get the damage on that Fleet Typhoon. They need to get a tackle on him. Really, I think it's going to be the Claymores and the Sleipnir the only options for tackle. That is one of the big weaknesses of the Thingy team. But
the real danger here is look at all the split damage coming across on Thingy here. There's so many small chunks of shield being taken out of this Thingy team. If they swap targets into just one of these 20% gone shields, like if they swap into Lord Anubis right here, they have the potential of breaking him before reps can land.
It's a Sleipnir though, so it does have a lot of buffer. But that Osprey, I think, is now being tackled, and once again, painted is going to be under a lot of fire. We're probably going to see the damage on him intensify greatly. It's interesting though that they keep the fire on the Sleipnir. The Sleipnir not getting any reps.
The Fleet Typhoon is super low here, even though he's catching reps.
Yeah, Zuko taking all the damage now from 4 bombers, 2 Claymores, and a Sleipnir. You have to expect that that's going to hurt. And he's moving through armor quickly now. He's shield tank, so he's just a couple of moments away from death. And Thingy holding up really, really well at this point.
Yeah, strong move there. That's going to be Zuko down. And that's a huge blow. That's a tremendous amount of your damage gone for Kolbasz inside, especially against those Claymores and the Sleipnir.
Yeah, I mean, it's like half of your damage against large targets, and they really need every little bit they can get because they're not breaking anything right now. That Osprey is actually tanking just fine at the moment. And now we've got a web there on Isdor, the final Fleet Foon, and that's very, very bad news. As we saw with Zuko, the web was followed very quickly by death.
Yep. And man, Thingy is having a commanding performance here. The Osprey is finally starting to leak a little bit more shields, but they've already traded one Fleet Typhoon, and the other one's about to go down.
Yeah, I mean, bringing so much damage from Thingy, I'm actually not surprised seeing Fleet Typhoons melt like this. We talked a bit already, repeatedly, about how strong the bombers are in this setup, or in this tournament. You look at this team, it's managed to fit 4 bombers and 2 Claymores, and a Sleipnir, and a logistics cruiser, Tech 1, into the same setup. That's something that to like someone who's been watching tournaments for a while, it just sounds like way too many ships, way too many points. It sounds like that should not be allowed. Yeah. But in this tournament, it is. And
how could you let this happen, CCP Fozzie?
The end result is you get matches where a lot of stuff dies and a lot of explosions, which everyone likes to see. So
that Osprey is still holding with this sliverest of shields there. But they're already swapping in the Tengu. Look at them burn down that Tengu.
Yeah, I mean, the Sleipnir and the Claymore are doing full damage. The Purifiers with the Tengu painted are actually doing almost full damage. And already just alphaed through armor and structure. And it's just a matter of cleanup now.
Yeah, it's 2 Hawks worth of damage. This Osprey might even live through the fight.
The Osprey might just get killed by the Hawks, who I think are the main source of the damage on him so far. But it's not going to be
There's one Hawk down. Can they... Yeah. Oh, they're going to lose the Osprey, unfortunately.
He's
not tackled now? He might live with, like, 1% structure. Go! Run,
We'll see.
Asprey, run!
Oh, there he
okay.
goes down. But that's not going to really matter. It does mean, however, Thingy losing a ship, which they haven't done a whole lot of, but that doesn't actually matter at the end of the day. Osprey is not only cheap, but for these teams, what they really care about is getting the wins.
Yep, exactly. And that's going to be a 2-0 for Thingy and a 2-0 for Warlords of the Deep.
Which means we very well could see practice partners Thingy and Warlords of the Deep meeting again in the finals. It's going to be Thingy versus WeHurt tomorrow to bring us our finalists. And we could see a rematch of the Thingy Warlords. Thingy, of course, being the only team that's managed to beat Warlords in a single match so far in this tournament.
Yep, exactly. And with this final Hawk in low structure, I'm sure he'll be disappearing from the field very soon. Man, what a performance from Thingy here. 2-0. That's going to be the last match of the day, and Kolbasz inside is going home. Something I thought I'd never have to say, but we're going to talk about it in a little bit. We'll see you back in the studio in just a couple seconds.